Hey! Oh, dropping stuff already. So we can net your ways. Hustling what with the production and everything here.
Well, hello there, folks. How are we doing this evening?
How's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? Or as Henning would say, hello people that watch this YouTube channel.
How are we doing this evening, folks?
Hope everyone's doing well. Doing well. How are you doing?
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
Yeah. Same here. Found out pre-nuptials, the way my schedule works is I'm working through the weekend. Mm-hmm. Supposedly my regular Monday, Tuesday off, then back to work, and then I booked off Thursday because I thought we were doing the pre-wedding for only one night. Boss says today, do you just want Wednesday off since it's the only day you're working next week? I was like, why not? Paycheck's already going to be hurt. You know, that way I don't have to rush from work to yet to be determined destination, because for those who don't know, when you work with an Airbnb, you generally don't get the address till the day up.
You get a general area.
Oh, look at that. Oh, come on, pause. So before we do roll call, I want everyone to type in where they're out of. I'm curious. So we'll add that into the roll call, say where you're on. Country, city, state, province, territory, whatever. Whatever. Oh, we forgot the foil.
Yes, it is bright as a mother.
It is.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
It's just going to be bright as a mother this evening, folks.
Yep, sorry. So, while we go, let's see, who do we have in the chat? Is anyone typing in their stuff here? Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to start right at the top, and then some people are going to get 2 shout-outs if they said greetings previously, and we got right in the tops of the chat, hello Ben and Richard, from Mr. BHB Jr. himself.
Which may possibly, if rumors are to be substantiated at some point, be Bruce. Maybe.
We got Guitar Hack.
Hey.
We got Jim Guidry.
Hello.
We have guitargirlkb.
Hello.
Marxo's Images.
Salut.
Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs.
Good day.
Jeff Ripplinger.
Good day.
JJ Collins.
Greetings.
British Blues.
Salutations.
Hey, buddy. Dry Heat 480.
Hello.
Michael B.
Buongiorno.
Soda Pop.
Buenos dias.
Let's see. Amanda Coombs.
Aloha.
Do we know her? I think so. 9 Fathoms.
Hello.
All right, everyone's saying howdy to each other. R2R3 Lockingnut.
Bienvenidos.
Ooh, we just mowed the lawn in 90-degree weather.
Ouch.
All right, so here we got reporting in from Texas as 9 Fathoms.
Hello.
Jim Guidry says Louisiana.
Yeah.
Jason Wade, Midland, North Carolina.
Nice.
Thrash Metal from Planet Earth.
You're doing all right after the whole hurricane there last week. That was pretty rough on you guys from the looks of it.
Let's see. Jeff Rimplingers from Denver, Colorado. Good.
Hello to those that I just missed there. But
Caleb, good to see you. Los Angeles, how many stamps for postage do you guys? I don't know. 1 penny US?
I think it's like no, it's
$1.50.
I was about to say I think it's $1.56 if I'm not mistaken. Possibly.
R2's out of Chicago. My sister's in Plainfield. JJ Collins is in Arizona.
Hello.
Paul Millard, jeez, from BC.
Yes. Hello.
Jamal Kareem from Houston, Texas.
Nice. Hey.
Romeo Delight from Parts Unknown.
Sweet. Dig it.
Terry's GG&G. Just saying hey. Missed out on saying where they're from. That's fine. Let's see here. I think we got everybody. Oh, Buddy Holly from Minnesota.
Hello.
Fender Guru, not saying from where, but we know he's from Hammer in New Zealand.
Good evening. Or good morning, I suppose. Be more accurate.
Noon.
Boy. Yeah, well, still
There we go. Morning, good afternoon. It's all good.
Yeah,
Absolute
all
Mayhem's
depends what time
apparently
you rolled
in
out
here.
of the sack this morning, I suppose.
Good to see everyone. Awesome. So, let's see. We got news this week.
We got news.
We got 29 people watching, but only 11 thumbs up. So we're not going to get to the biggest news. So, some news. Well, actually, let's plug the Bricks and Mortar sponsor first.
Yes, I was just in there last night checking out their new supply of Gretsch guitars.
That's right, folks.
That's down at Arden's Music in Trenton, Belleville, or Kingston, or online at www.ardensmusic.com. Check them out. They got all sorts of awesome stuff there. Great prices. Friendly staff.
Yeah, knowledgeable staff,
Very knowledgeable staff.
which is nice.
I was, in fact, taking advantage of that last night. So. Shooting
32
breeze
people
with
watching.
Mr. Tim
14
down there
thumbs
at
up.
Arden's.
Yeah, Tim's
in
a great
Trenton.
guy. Yeah, speaking of which, due to his nuptials happening, we won't be doing an Arden Space show next week, but we will be back soon. Probably we'll try to do it earlier in October, I think.
Yeah, we'll do another one because that was a ton of fun. I want to get back, and plus they got a bunch of new stock coming.
Yeah,
in.
Gretches.
And that weird looking telly mouse.
Yeah,
dude.
I got a photo. I'll show the photo
Yeah.
in a little bit.
That's
Something
fun.
else from Fender Japan. Those guys, they're crazy.
Those most honorable Japanese folk are cracking up some of the wildest stuff Fender's cranked out in years.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I think like that's the perfect use for Fender Japan because Fender Japan, the craftsmanship's always been just so like flawless, like immaculate.
You hear
And-
of German precision. I always think Japanese precision.
Japanese ultra precision.
Yeah.
The ultra wide. But yeah, for them to use Fender Japan pretty much strictly as a special run kind of custom shop is utter brilliance, and everything I've seen so far has been like
Oh yeah, and they play great.
it's been out of the ballpark. Like
I've played.
beyond over the back wall. Through somebody's windshield, a block or two away at the AMP, and
we always say for a mom and
where
pop,
this
the
bass
stuff that
walk
they're
come
bringing
from?
in, the stuff that a mom and pop's bringing in out of Japan.
Yeah,
Like I've played more crazy
limited edition,
edition,
Fenders in the
essentially
last,
a
like, 6
one-off.
months
Oh,
than I
it's
have
ever.
in my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's including going to guitar shows, everything.
Yeah. It's, Sean's running. He's running quite the ship there.
Eddie Van Haskell says, "Are you vaping that vanilla scented car exhaust again?" Nope, strawberry banana. And the other sponsor, which brings us into the big news, since we got 31
Renofin.ca, custom guitars built in Victoria, British Columbia. Check them out, Renofin.ca. Really, really groovy stuff. And you might even see something
new
like
on the website.
this
Wow.
on their website.
I'm just realizing it's just covered in fingerprints. Because I barely put
I
this
didn't
thing
even
down.
notice the metallic until I gave it a wipe, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! It's got like metal flake in there."
Yeah, oh yeah. I never noticed that. Holy crap. Well, because I'm always under fluorescent lighting,
Yeah.
right? And it doesn't pick up, but because these lights are coming in on an angle, as soon as I turn it down...
Yeah, it's got a good amount. It's got
Wow.
about as much metal flake as my telly does.
Wow. Okay, so...
Just a much thinner application.
You know, you guys, the regulars to the channel, you know about this. Terry's laughing. So, let's see. I got this Saturday Eve. Played it a bunch. Oh yeah, we got to fix that one fret. Of course, I have to fret on the 15th. So I got this. Played it a bunch. Broke it in. Once I put my setup on it, I did a quick review vid. Thing was barely staying into it. The intonation was out because it was a fresh build. Flew halfway across Canada.
It just traveled across the country.
Yeah. So, ran into a little bit of an issue with the wiring on Tuesday. And so Travis was still in town, so he came by. Is it Zach Thong's birthday?
Ah, congratulations. Happy birthday, buddy.
I know it won't really come through, but... So there you go. So yeah, he's like, oh yeah, so we got it all hooked up. Ironically enough, we had to tape over one little piece on the switch. Excuse me. And he's like, so you're digging it? And as soon as he's done with it, I'm like, give it to me. Tuned it up, playing away. He's like, you're really digging it? I'm like, yep. He's like, so, do you want this to be your signature model? I thought, oh, it's got everything I like. He goes, okay, I'll put it up on the website next week. I wake up the next morning, it's already on the website.
Go around www, or not www, https:// Renofin guitar, or just Renofin.
Renofin.ca. Yeah.
Getting it all wrong.
With no triple W.
But yes, http.
So now you can order one of these.
Renofin.ca.
We're unsure the exact price. Travis threw it up first. He figured once somebody actually asked, then we'll suss out the exact denomination. Excuse me. Likely in and around $2,000 Canadian, which is around $1,500 US. So on par with it like an American Fender. If you're a regular on the channel, talk to me. We might be able to do a coupon code or something for the first few that order them. Not that everybody needs to order one, but I dig it. I really love it. The P90s. Well, you already decided. Change. Travis, if you're watching, Richie wants these pickups.
I want those P90s in my Jagucaster. Although it becomes less of a Jagucaster at that point, but I want those P90s.
You want 3 of them. And one angled like a Strat?
No.
No, but 3 P90s?
I don't think P90s take very kindly to that because it off balances the magnet.
Well, this one's slightly angled in this way, like a Mossrite style. Ever so slightly.
Oh, it is a little bit, I see.
Just a bit. Yep, just a bit. Yep. He
No,
surprised me with that.
Just straight.
4-way switch, so Nashville wiring, bridge, out of phase, neck, both in series. American Fender bridge, modern bridge. Nice high friction pots. I love these pots. They're really, I like it. I like it a lot. We're discussing how much you can roll. You can roll this down to what, 2 or 3.
Give or take. Yeah.
Give or take 2 or 3 out of 10. And there's still no treble roll off.
Yeah.
They just stay.
It stays crisp.
On both pickups. I don't know what he does. There's some mojo in here.
Nice.
So,
she's yeah.
In the black and red
beautiful
double
axe.
burst, custom pick guard. Other than that, yeah, and a funky headstock for those who haven't seen already. Let's just do a close up. And normally it's right-handed, folks. And you can see I've been playing it because there's no finish on the fretboard. That it's already taking my DNA. There it is, folks. Probably a triple bleed.
Coombs signature model prototype.
Yes.
First one off the assembly line.
I was thinking that a triple bleed mod, JJ, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. I'm really digging that set of P90s. That's one of the nicer sets of P90s I've ever heard. Like, it's chewy and fat and lumpy and sparkly.
Hey, EJ.
Growly. And all those.
Hey, JJ says the Jams is here.
Good P90 should be. Me like it. Me like it a lot.
Well, let's see here.
You've done very well for yourself, sir. It's a
Thank you.
fantastic instrument,
Thank you.
Travis. If you're
Yeah.
watching, awesome job.
Thank you,
man.
Soda Pop. Yeah. Thank you.
Jiminy crickets. That's a hell of an axe.
Eddie Van Haskell, why haven't you put the Megadeth stickers on that guitar yet? Probably because I'm not a Megadeth fan. They'll probably there'll probably be a sticker or 2 going on it, Pinup Girls or something like that. Who knows? We'll see. Guitar's just started its journey, but I will be using it at the next gig. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Okay, we caught the
Beautiful.
birthday thing. Good. There's lots of smokes come out of the neck pickup like the dude in Kiss. They're pretty cool. For a bunch of mimes. No, there's no smoke bombs in the neck pickup. The neck pickup is functional.
You say they're pretty cool for a bunch of mimes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I don't have the signature pickups yet, Soda Pop. Those are in development. Let's see. Travis got home yesterday. Figured give him a day off. He's starting his custom guitar tomorrow. If possibly today. Hard to say. Once he builds his guitar, then he starts on my pickups. Excuse me. And I asked him that when he ships the guitar to Rich, to send 3 sets of pickups along with it for us to try. Thank you, Absolute Mayhem. We have his donor telly over here. Hey, why don't we show off the donor telly? Why not?
We got
it's
our
here.
donor tally. Thank you very much, buddy, for hooking us up.
Mike O'Donnell, who also has a guitar out through Renifin, just commented on my photo of my guitar. If you want Gibson Explorer style guitar, you can get a Modi Explorer, like Mike O'Donnell plays.
It's a nice instrument as well.
This
I
is
haven't
our
seen it like firsthand.
This is our donor telly. Absolute Mayhem was nice enough to.
Yes, thank you very much, brother, for hooking us up with the patient.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was telling you, you were rather shocked because I brought this over for band practice.
Yeah, like the next day, I'm like, oh, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah, I was like, well, we put out the call last night.
And one of our viewers was kindly enough to hook us up. Thank you very much, buddy.
Actually, the frets are about the same size as.
So get put to good use. Well,
actually, these frets are a little narrower than I like these frets almost.
No, make sure she gets good set up and everything. She'll come back to you better than you left her.
I will say with my
Not that it was in
signature
like rough
guitar,
shape
by
or
the
anything.
time
I'm just saying.
the
back
signature
better.
guitar goes into production, I forgot to mention there will be a couple small changes.
Mm-hmm.
I want possibly even smaller frets than what's in it. Those are vintage stainless frets, but
I'd say that those are really nice feeling frets, actually.
yeah, I want even smaller. I had Travis.
Oh, now you're just being fussy then, lad.
Well, I showed him the 71 and the 67, those ones that are no height at all.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, those? I was like, yeah, those. He's like, that's like the Les Paul Fretless Wonder. Yeah. Yes, please. But then again, we might use those frets for these fine folks because not everybody can play with 0 fret height.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Thomas Santiago's here.
I don't like enormous, like super jumbo size frets, but I do like there to be a little bit of meat there.
Hey, Mitch Heyman. Groovy Ghoulie. Should put some nice high-res pics on the Facebook page for us all to see. Its purdiness better. Yeah, I posted one on Instagram today, which I think went out on the... and it went out on Twitter and I think my music page, but not my personal page. I'll post something up. Actually, I'll put some stuff in the Facebook group. Once I clean it up. It's the other thing. Like, I'm just looking at the metal. It's just covered in fingerprints. The whole thing's just
printy.
covered. Just a little.
A little printy.
Poo Ninja says, I saw a midget Kiss play once. That was crazy. I think I've seen them.
What?
Yeah. And I believe they prefer the term little people. A donaire telly? Yeah, a donaire telly. Very tasty. Terry's up with the puns for the donor.
Tell me more.
The donor telly is the donaire telly.
Donaire telly, tell me more.
Oh.
I'm all about it.
So the Pop asked what kind of beer you're drinking.
Bex? You stopped, Bex?
Yeah, Bex. 2 turtle doves and a beer. Yep.
Und,
Mackenzie Brothers.
und,
Hey, David Hunnis.
Unser Bex!
Hop out of the chat for a sec and go give a thumbs up, yo. Thank you. The name of the band is Mini Kiss.
Many kids.
Thank you, JJ Collins. JJ knows everything. JJ Collins, and what JJ Collins doesn't know, JJ's House of Jams knows. And vice versa.
There's so many questions I have about this, and I think YouTube's probably just going to answer most of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I'll get carried away, and eventually I'll start sounding really ignorant and like caustic at some point. I'm not intent. It's just curiosity more than anything. It's not. But I can be very blunt in my question asking when I'm exceptionally curious about something. So I'm very curious about this, though. Mostly involving stage setup and miniature pyro.
Do they play in front of half stacks?
What the That's what I'm wondering. Like, did they use like a Marshall like lead 12, like with the two 110s? Like,
Yeah,
I want to know.
the
Like,
Zach
do
Wild
they
mini
set up a
stack.
miniature stage on the stage, or do they play on a full size stage? Like,
Hey, Mark Taylor. Segueing along.
carrying on. YouTube, I'm sure, will answer all of my questions.
Since we kind of touched on it earlier.
Thanks for setting this one off, by the way.
Since we touched on it earlier. Oh, yeah. I was going to bring up the description on that. Oh, it's the BC custom pickguard on the signature guitar, which I assume is my initials. He never actually told me that. But apparently, it's my custom pickguard. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Let's picture Larry Mitchell.
I do like the way it kind of cradles the top of the burst. Like from the moment
Guitar Girl noticed that.
Yeah, when Travis posted that first picture, I was like, I really dig that.
Yeah. And of course, I didn't realize that was two photos. I should have actually taken Mike's, because everyone assumed Mike's guitar was your guitar, because they knew I had ordered two guitars.
Right.
So yeah, we want to talk about this fine specimen.
Well, actually, show both first.
I know, but I was just like, is that a P90 in the neck?
Yeah, it's not a.
Okay.
It's not a regular. That's a soap bar. So that's
no,
also.
it's not a soap bar. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's also funk in and of itself.
Gotta turn down the brightness on the phone.
Yeah, yes. So, like we mentioned, alluded to earlier about Arden's having a very sweet Japanese Fender in right now. They've got a Telemaster, for lack of a better term, but it's got badass funk wrote all over it. That's pure FONK funk right there.
No.
And then right next to it is
one of the new Gretches. There we go.
A
Rested on my
beloved
pinky.
white Gretsch.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't like a white Gretsch? And then yes, every now and then,
BV
a unicorn is spotted. And
locally. Well, it was funny because
there's a unicorn in Ontario right now, and for those who, I bet you they've got it in like a safe. It's probably not even like under the counter.
And I was surprised they got back to me. I emailed them, and I heard back within half hour, 45 minutes, I think.
Oh wow!
Because the post was still kind of going between BV and Matt Fry, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, I saw that.
Matt knows his pedals, eh?
That went on for some time.
Yeah, and Matt pretty much called it, like he was within $200.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him a shout out because it's on consignment. Capsule Music in Toronto, Ontario
has
Guitar Hack. Is your wife out of the room? Soda Pop, you're in Toronto area. Zach Thong, it's your birthday. You're in Oshawa.
Birthday, buddy. Here's a really nice birthday present.
On consignment, a NOS for new old stock.
As in inbox, never been played.
Never been used. 1994. Klon Centaur.
It's a freaking Klon.
A
new
Klon.
inbox, never been stepped on Klon. How in the mother F about that?
Yeah. So there it is, folks.
Unicorns do exist.
BV, everyone knows BV Ninja. BV is an active member of the Facebook group. One of our administrators. There it is with the paperwork. It's a little grainy because I zoomed in. But he's like, I believe this is in your neck of the woods. We already think it's probably going to be sold. He didn't say who it was. But he was going to mention it to a certain Canadian musician that was big for us in the 90s and then has a resurgence worldwide in the last couple of years. He also had a side band with his last name. Possibly related through marriage to Ken Tizard. So without saying. He goes, yeah, I think my Canadian musician friend's going to stop in and buy it. And he wasn't talking about me, folks. And I don't think it wasn't Ariel, because Ariel's in L.A. and Ariel's into the...
But yeah, so unicorns do exist, folks.
Yeah. So...
I mean, they still come with a hefty price tag one would expect on a unicorn, but every now and then it's like, hey, it's a pony with a horn.
$29.95. And there's no decimal
We're not
in
talking
amongst.
$30.
No. Not Gordon Lightfoot, Terry. Not Kim Mitchell, Soda Pop.
Yeah, I could hear Gordon Lightfoot peeling through a Klon. I mean, why not, man?
Wow, chat's just flying. Bubbles? No. Good call, though, Mark Taylor.
Ooh, that is a quality guess.
Alex something? No. No. Let's see what I'm in Blind River, Booney Town, Ben. Blind River. Okay. I thought you were in Toronto for some reason.
Oh, there we are.
CSS.
Alright, Amanda.
Doing some family time. Not Chad Kroger. He's out in LA. Thank God. Howard Stern. BV.
Hey.
Oh,
We were
was
just
it the
talking
certain
about you.
musician that messaged you in the first place? Because we know he has his finger on the pulse. Not Avril Lavigne. I'm not going to say. Yeah. $3,000 Canadian, Jamal. So, what do we figure? 2,400?
I think good. Another 2,400 US.
BV says, can I guess who it is? Yeah, I guess you could. You probably would be right, BV. Hey, Adam EVH just hopped in. Yes, and he calls it. Literally. Hello, and are you talking about... Yeah.
Wait. Oh, alright, that wasn't who I was thinking of.
Figure, he was popular in the 90s.
Oh, no, it totally makes sense. It wasn't who I was thinking of, though.
Who were you thinking of?
I was thinking of Gordy.
Oh?
Johnson?
Yeah, but he's in Texas. He doesn't spend any time in Toronto. He's down there hanging out with Billy Gibbons and somebody else.
But he does fit all the profile of the hints.
That he does. But did he...
Oh, no, it wasn't
he never had a
after
band with
last
his name.
It was his nickname.
Yeah. And I don't think he's related to Ken Tizard.
No.
Because Ian Thornley and Ken Tizard... No, was it? Ian's married to Ken's sister,
Yeah.
Christine.
Alright. Yeah, you never know.
Which, if those who watch Canadian cooking shows, Christine Tizard does cooking shows on the CBC. That's Ian Thornley's
Oh, there we
wife.
are. That's groovy.
Yes. Hey, Quentin James. How are you enjoying... Quentin hanging out yesterday. A package arrived out of the blue.
Yeah?
Yeah. A Helix system.
Oh, badass.
Don't know where it came from.
Oh, like he didn't order it. It just...
It was
Badass!
a gift, I believe.
Ah,
Yeah, Christmas
very
came
cool,
early.
man. Somebody likes you.
Somebody has to like Quentin. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. Quentin got called out pretty good the other night by Steve from Boston. It was pretty funny. Zach's headed out.
Have
Awesome.
a good night, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday again, buddy.
Have a good one.
Secret Santa. Exactly.
Very groovy, man. Very, very groovy.
Everyone's talking to each other. That's good. Good. Uh-oh. Mark Taylor's vape bit the dust last night. That sucks.
Disappointment. Sorry to hear.
Todd Flowers is here. Good to see you, Todd.
Hello, hello.
Todd and I meet up in the random chats.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, yeah. So, some other news. Somebody else had a guitar come out this week. No?
No.
Oh, Slash threw his name on another guitar.
Oh,
The Epiphone Firebird.
yeah, the Slash Firebird.
Now, I read conflicting things. I heard about the Slash Firebird, but then the latest I saw is there's 100 of them that he's signing, comes with a hard shell case.
Same thing.
So now I'm almost wondering, is there only 100 of these, period?
Which isn't what they did with the Anaconda, because
No.
they did 100 of the hand-signed limited edition, and then they did the other release.
The bulk, yeah. Same thing they do with Bonamassa. And,
Yeah.
And, oh, his name's escaping me. Guitar player from Judas Priest. He's got an Epiphone V.
Tipton?
Nope.
No.
No, it's not. I think he replaced Tipton.
Yeah.
I think that's how it worked.
Alright.
Replaced one of the original guys. Younger guy. Good guy. Nice.
I can't say I know.
Yeah, Helix rack and controller appeared on my porch, he says.
Man, that's all kinds of awesome.
Will Slash even play it, Soda Pop? Of course he will, for one song.
Yeah, see, When I think of iconic images that I can try and conjure up in my mind's eye of Slash playing guitar.
Richie Faulkner, thank you guys.
Alright, there we go. I do actually recognize the name.
Yeah, well, he's been in the guitar mags and stuff, right?
I don't picture Slash and the iconic pose with his hat and hair going on.
Playing a Firebird.
With a Firebird.
But
I try and picture
in all fairness,
right
he
now,
has been playing a
I've
Firebird
seen,
for years.
Yeah,
but for like 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, the same as he pulls out the BC Rich for a song or two.
And I mean, you know what? He's the ambassador of Gibson. If he picks up a guitar and looks at it, they're gonna put.
Oh, and I forgot to say it until now. BV, you're here and awake. Well, he is in Switzerland.
Very true, very true. But yeah, so I mean, and then, like, I don't know, I'm not knocking it all. There's nothing wrong with the cat putting it.
Todd Flower says, yeah, there's the 2 malls, one's signed, one's not.
But I think it might be very groovy.
And we got an exchange rate. That Klon is going for $2,321.93 US.
There we go.
I said 24.
Think somebody would figure it out eventually. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think there's anything fancy about it, is there? Like, it's got the Slash pickups, like.
Oh, it's black. I think like a
it's
matte black or something.
It's
So it's ugly.
Yeah.
I'm not into matte black. For the most part,
yeah.
Very few guitars I can get away with a matte black finish, and a Firebird is not one of them.
Yeah, remember the Bingham had that matte black Schecter Firebird-ish thing that
that was pre-made.
Paul used to play.
Did he?
Yeah.
I always remember Paul playing his Cherry Burst while he played his black one.
Oh, yeah, no, he had this like matte black Schecter Firebirdy kind of thing. It was one of the limited edition ones done up in the to look like fighter jets.
Oh yeah.
And there was the stealth bomber themed one.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, it never really did it for me.
Did you miss the big news, Todd? I don't know. Did you know I have a signature guitar now?
Just do that.
If you want to see it, it's right off camera. I'm sure the gang wouldn't mind if I showed it again. But I won't unless you want it. Saying hey to each other.
Speaking of helixes,
yeah, you got some new gear.
I can say I myself
which is good because we pretty much blew through all the material I had written down.
I myself have switched.
At least we got halfway through the show this week, folks, and didn't blow through it all in 18 minutes.
Yeah, what the hell was the damn thing?
Just clickbait, Guitar Girl says. Yeah, that's all it was. There was no big news. All right. Well, he's grabbing his new gear. Here it is, Todd. This is my new signature guitar from renofin.ca. A P90 Telecaster with 4-way wiring. Canadian maple neck. Honduran mahogany body, which may change. But it will be a mahogany body. Can't guarantee Honduran mahogany. Ooh. There we go, so the light isn't blocking it. Custom pick guard. Vintage style P90 in the neck. More modern in the bridge. The thing is awesome.
A beauty. And it sounds every bit
stainless frets.
Yeah, so I've been humming and hawing about making the switch back to something like this for a while.
No, I haven't named it yet, Jimmy. Maybe we'll do a contest for that one.
Just because the convenience. But every single one that I look into, and I'm like, this might do the trick.
He may be slipping to the dark side, folks.
There's always some level of compromise that I'm unwilling to accept. The more I got looking into this one, I knew there was only going to be one potential weak point. And I came to find out it actually does more than I expected, better than I expected. And the one potential weak point,
that's a good one,
it has
Soda Pop.
A very good workaround. So what I'm talking about is I'm switched back to using something like this. No, I'm not using the modeling and all that jazz. I'm just using it for the effects, running through my effects loop. I've still got my...
Yeah, he's not even using it for dirt or anything.
No dirt at all. No processing sounds. No, not even an EQ. Just phaser, chorus, delay, reverb. And that is the really crucial one. That controls the effects loop here, which I have my rotary pedal running into because I find the rotary patch is kind of weak. It's just a chorus that goes slower or faster.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cheesy. But Yeah, it's got the big old chromey, they're like genuine Vox wah.
I noticed that right away.
Pedal.
The chrome.
It's great. What I like about it is running it in effect mode.
I love
First
the
off,
chicken knobs.
I wasn't expecting to be able to get a phaser and a chorus on the same patch because you usually can't. Usually
No,
have
it's always one or
modulation
the other.
deck.
Yeah.
They've got the phaser in your first pedal position, so if you're running an amp simulation, you can run your phase before the amp, or they've got it. They'll also have a phaser in the modulation section, so you could run one in there.
Right.
The other neat one I found that I was really like, that's clever of them. In the modulation section, one of the last effects you can select is a modulated delay. So you can run the edge style delay and delay on 2 different settings, which I thought was fairly novel.
Nice.
It's got a 12AX7 tube in it.
You don't use it though.
I would normally poo-poo this, but because it has that Vox valve reactor, Valvetronics technology in it, it actually has a Valvetronics valve reactor power section circuit. Kind of. Now the witchcraft and voodoo behind that is basically it's an amp without like the necessary power to push out to a speaker.
Right.
But it runs through a dummy speaker load section.
Okay.
So that it still draws against the power amp circuit as though it was pushing a speaker.
Okay.
So it's still, allegedly, again, I haven't even tried out the amp simulation on it. I literally set it up to do what I wanted it to do and was like, splendid. And I wrote maybe 2 other patches with like funny kind of like woo 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 pitch bending effects that I'm never going to use, but are always fun to be able to click like, hey, check this out. Woo woo woo.
Sure.
So yeah, I haven't even played around with it too much and got into too deep of all the fancy stuff it does. I literally learned enough of it to edit patches and get me where I need to be, and then how to use the
Terry
key
says
lock.
preamp tube into solid state power section like the amps.
Yeah, and every Vox Valvetronics amp I've played through,
Hey Dave.
especially the Valve Reactor AC15s and Valve Reactor AC30s.
Scott Nickerson.
They've nailed it. Like they've figured it out. And now they've got the Korg new tube technology and all that crap. Like Vox is on top of like trying to make tubes obsolete.
Yes, I can.
And the sooner
Terry.
people embrace it, I think it's going to be a good thing. I mean, it's not going to make tubes obsolete, but I think not poo-pooing the idea and just trying it before being like, ah! But yeah, I was already a fan of Vox Valvetronics stuff because I'd used it before with a recording of my old band Down and Loaded when we did our album. The producer was insistent that we did all the guitars through his Valvetronics amp. He's like, trust me, I've recorded through this a bunch of times. He's like, it's the best sound you're going to get. And he's like, and you don't waste any time miking crap up. I was hesitant, leery. And then he pointed out that I'd already heard the results of it because the first copy of the album they did before I went in and put my guitar tracks on was all done with it. And I'd never found anything dissatisfactory about it. I still don't find anything dissatisfactory about it. I'm like, I listen to the album now and I'm not like, oh yeah. And the weak point there is the fact that you can hear there's a modeling guitars and not real amps. That's about it. But yeah, so I switched back to the dark side. I don't know, it's handy. It's going to be a pain in the arse until I figure out the whole pedal board mounting situation. Right now it's just sort of haphazardly on the floor. And
Right.
something more semi-permanent's going to have to get figured out. But yeah, woo-woo, Vox, Tone Lab.
So,
LA.
of course, everyone's asking how much.
He wanted 200. I traded him a Phase 90, a tremolo pedal, and a big muff. So I think I came out on the winning end of that.
Same with me, Jamal. More the merrier. He's become pedal whore. Let's see here. Yeah, so it is the one with 2. We covered that for Dave Byron. He digs them.
Very cool little unit.
Yeah, so it did a trade. I saw. Oh yeah, the other news BV mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I forgot to write that down, and every time you post something on it, I go to write it down. I forget. New amp out on the market.
Aye.
The new Super O amp, designed with Mr. Robert Keeley himself.
Oh no, Jack! Really? That's awesome.
Not aware?
No.
Oh, jeez. Well, you're busy planning weddings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Keeley and the folks at Super O got together and they did an amp together.
Oh, that's mother effing rad.
Yeah.
Right,
Robert's been
gotta
putting
check
up a bunch
this
of videos and stuff of him playing through it. And
Groovy.
yeah. Really cool stuff. Oh, how awesome must it be, the guy that makes the crazy presets that come in as stock patches? Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad job to have in the R&D.
True or false? There is no wrong way to vibrato. True. I don't think there's a wrong way to vibrato.
I think as long as you're achieving the vibrato effect.
Well, and no matter
right,
how you do it, that can be your signature way of doing it anyways.
As long as you're achieving the effect, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
The wrong way to vibrato is if you're not achieving a vibrato effect.
Yeah,
that means
unless you're bending it
wrong.
out to some weird note that totally doesn't fit.
Even then, that can still work sometimes. The dissonance can occasionally, especially if you're running through like a delay or a really long decaying reverb. That dissonance can create that like really haunting kind of atmospheric kind of tones, which are groovy. Might not work all the time for you, so like.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really play with any vibrato.
I've been playing more and more recently. I've actually found my technique, and it's kind of BB King-ish actually, but like you really boil down to it. But I've gotten a really rapid, controlled vibrato down.
Hey, Timothy Pierce, Old Man Dan.
What was it? I read one time an interview with Leslie West, and he was talking about like vibrato.
Oh, really? Is that all that amp is? $7.99 at Sweetwater.
Which?
Is he the super? He says yes. More new news
Oh, wow.
would be friend Robbie's new pedal platform amp, the Super O'Keeley. See, his friend. It's always his friend. You're such an enigma, BB. That's why we need to have you on. You're such an enigma.
Tell some stories.
Yes. Yeah, I realize I do a lot of bends, but I don't do any vibrato really. It's like less than 1% of my playing.
See, I think it's because I spent so many years like not playing guitar with the doodle whack bar there,
right.
So I had to come up with some sort of.
And I think for me too, I've only been playing lead for what, a year and a half, basically. So I'm still developing that. You know, at least I don't freak out when I gotta do it. I look forward to guitar solos now, and I just hope for the best. And then when I know I started flubbing up, that's when I jump back in, and that's the end of the solo. So usually most of my solos end on a sour note, but pun intended. I see I don't have my sound machine again tonight.
Disappointment.
I know.
Disappointment.
Jamal says, I try to develop my own vibrato, a mixture mainly of Hendrix, BB King, Albert King, and SRV. That's a lot of vibrato.
That's hard to beat using that combination of influence.
George Lynch has some interesting vibrato. R2's headed out. All right, buddy.
Brother man, have a good night.
Yeah, he's headed out early. I'm assuming EJ's already left. EJ's having R2 and Jason Wade. I think you're on with him.
Rocking.
Yeah.
Rocking. All right, well. Woo! Hop on over there, folks, afterwards, and give her a watchy.
Tomorrow I'll review amps AMB. Yes, I have to watch that still, Dave. I didn't get a chance. I'll be watching that at work tomorrow. Let's see, someone once told me as long as you start on the right, and let's see, on the right and end on the right, everything in between is okay.
Exactly.
Especially in jazz. Oh, is Fred Langer here?
Especially in jazz, yeah. Although you don't really use much vibrato in jazz, but...
Timothy Pierce is here. That's awesome. He says, I like Red Beach, bend, and matching vibrato. A little George Lynch. Yeah. All right, Jason's headed out too. Okay, yeah, it sounds like everyone's getting ready to go on EJ, so that makes sense. Let's see. Hendrix's vibrato is both subtle and totally in your face. Yeah. And SRV, that's where SRV got it from, right? The degrees of vibrato. Guitar Girl says I have wiggly finger vibrato. I can't the wrist shake to save my life. Yeah, I always just do.
That's what took me forever to get down.
Well, the same as like I don't do bends by doing that. I bend by just turning my wrist most of the time, I think. Or a combination of the both, maybe. I don't know. See, that's a problem. I stop thinking. And it's the best way to play is to not think. Sean Zimmerman. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Awesome. How we doing on time? Not bad. We're about 75% through the show. You guys have any questions? You know, I did put live Q&A in the title, so a question would be nice.
By all means.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure we had some questions earlier there. Like, how much is that? And, yeah.
And such forth and so forth.
But not a question posed to us, per se. Like the vibrato in the guitar solo in the Alice Cooper song, Ballad of Dwight Fry. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's how I make my best vids. Why not? I don't know. I don't really think when I play anymore. I just play, see what comes out. My best playing is when I'm not thinking. As soon as I start thinking, it goes all to shite, Old Man Dan says. Yep. Actually, Old Man Dan, your biggest one is when you hit the record button. He'll do these videos of him playing, and he's like, I swear, gang, I was playing it better before I hit record. And it's like, yep, I know the feeling, buddy.
Yep. Red light
Let's
freeze
see
up.
your vibrato. I don't really use any. That's what we were saying, Soda Pop. The reopen it over my weak, uncoordinated wrist. Michael B asks, have I considered a vape channel? I have been asked if I was interested in that from the fine folks that I work for. I don't think I'd have the time. Other than putting up like one little 2 or 3 minute video here and there or something. Besides, I use a vape, but it's not a lifestyle like guitar.
Mm.
Okay, my regular question. How is the Kramer bend? Oh, and does it have a JB in the bridge? Good question, Timothy Pierce. Love my Kramer. Still don't know, because I still haven't changed the strings since I got the guitar.
They're crusty.
They're not bad, because... Well,
They're crunchy.
No, yeah, after that last gig, they're
crunchy.
Yeah, they need to be
Last
replaced.
time I played it, they were crunchy.
Nice. See you, Dave. Dave Byron's got to head out.
Good eve, good eve.
Um,
Bid thee well.
I got a whole week off next week now. Maybe I'll spend the week changing the strings. One string a day.
Yeah.
Go live each time.
We're on to the D string today, folks.
Yep.
I've managed to cut these changeovers down to 27 minutes per string. as
Ace
opposed to-
vibrato. Good one. Ace vibrato. Yeah, that's exaggerated, I would say. If I'm correct in this. I need a pick. See, I think I don't really think of it as a vibrato, because Ace Frehley was big on that. Like, just, it's almost like just using a bar.
It's like...
Oh, I just realized I'm not on
repeated
camera.
bends.
You can't see. Yeah, like...
Oh, let's talk to the vibrato techniques. So mine's something like...
I know why I don't do vibrato. Yeah, because my fingers were still pretty weak till last year. Vibrato talk.
That's my vibrato there.
There you go.
Vibrato.
There you go. Vibrato. Because it's on camera. That's how I vibrato. Terribly. Let's
pardon me.
see here. Ace Frehley has great vibrato. Yeah. Let's do a group restring live stream. Sure, Dan. Let's do it. I've done enough restrings on here. Let's see. Groovy Ghoulie. Rainy weather is making my internet suck. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. See you, Groovy Ghoulie. Guitar Girl's going to check out what Guitar Hack said. Todd Flowers loves BB's vibrato. Oh, BB's the king.
I love BB's vibrato face.
David Ennis is asking if Mark Taylor can take the vape back. Depends. Most of the places only give a 30-day warranty. He had a solo album member, Headbangers Ball. Who's that? Ace Frehley? Frehley's Comet. Frehley's Comet returns. Then some of the Kramer shipped with 59s, and the pickups varied in output a little back then. Yeah, I don't have the stock pickup in the Kramer. It has been replaced, so once I get the strings off.
We'll know what's in it.
Yeah. BV, can you PM the email address to me? For the music store? Sure. Was listening to some Gary Moore today. God, he was awesome. Fred Langer says, yep.
Yeah. He's a boss.
People asking about that. Did 18 back in the day. One vid from the Attic Boombox sessions. Alright, Mark says, G, you both play left-hand guitar. Yeah, because YouTube's effed up. One thing I always tell young guitarists is that when you change your strings, always be sure and clean the phlegm of the neck of your guitar. You mean the phlegm off your neck? Where are you playing that people are spitting all over the neck? That's what I'd say.
Is that a typo?
It's hard to mistype phlegm. Unless it changes it to phlegm. Let's see. Guitar Girl says, I play very slow, so my vibrato is very vocal-esque. Perfect. John Sykes is the king of vibrato. Yeah, he's good at too. What is the phlegm he's holding? Oh, okay. Talking about the phlegm on the neck, I guess. Let's see.
This is the first time I've ever...
Guitar Hack is saying that all Canadian guitar players are lefties. Yeah, because we all use YouTube Mobile to go live. Let's see. It's because they're in Canada. It's the way the earth is round. Sure.
Mercy. Yeah, just like the toilets flush the opposite way in Australia.
Vibrato useful to the wrist and forearm, BV says, and yes to the store. Okay. Let's see. Close that. Bring that back. Who was that emailed me? That was Capsule Music. So I go here, and I click there. info@capsulemusic.com. There we go. Well, here, I'm just going to do a screenshot, BV, and I'll just send you the image. That works for you. Boom, done. Save the photos. Because if I don't do this, I'll forget. And BV will be up all night, wondering what's going on, saying, Ben doesn't like me. He said he was going to send me that email address. Oh, there you are, BB. I was like, when was the last time we talked? Sunday, apparently. Right. Because we tried to get him on for the hangout Sunday. But he preferred to go out to dinner with his lady. I get it. I'd rather go out to dinner with a lady than do a hangout. As much as I love doing hangouts, I also like going out to dinner with ladies. So, so there you go. I just sent it, buddy. Let's see how. Bring up the chat. Does that count as a question when he was asking for the email? Well, we did do the vibrato thing.
We'll take it.
All right. Let's see here. Timothy Pierce asks, Ben, what gauge and strings do you use? Currently, because we're tuning down a half step, I use 9 through 46. Ernie balls when I can. If not, I'll use D'Addario when I can't get my hands on Ernie balls. If we go back to standard tuning, I'll go back to 9 through 42s. Actually, I use 9 through 42. I think it's 9 through 42s on the Kramer too.
Yeah,
I think that's fine. I'm going to put 9 through 42s on the Kramer regardless. So, yeah, and that's regardless of a Gibson scale length, Fender. I don't care. I use 9 through 46 or 9 through 42s. You, sir?
11s. Preferably Ernie ball. I'll use D'Addario if I have
But
to.
use the light 11s, like 11 through 48, as opposed to 11 through 52.
Yes. I've been known to accidentally buy the 11 through 52s. I don't really notice that much of a difference, to be honest.
Yeah, because they're like...
I wasn't like, oh wow, this is like boomy, like super big.
Hey, foul fish.
And like I'm used to.
Yes,
I bought
Ernie
them
ball
before
sacks.
by accident, and it's like, it's a little bit chunkier for like drop D playing that.
Oh, Terry, you read too much into stuff. Oh, Terry.
Marginally. But yeah, the Ernie ball 11s in the purple pack. It's pretty much my go-to string. Again, regardless of whether it's on a Strat or the SG or whatever.
Yeah, you use them on everything.
I use them on everything. I like my 11s. I like my Ernie ball 11s. That's it. I'm a simple guy. One type of string.
See a guitar girl. She's got to go tuck in.
Good night,
Abby,
good night.
I believe. See you later. Let's see here. Thrash Metal says classic Slayer and modern Metallica is in E flat. A lot of stuff's in E flat.
A lot of stuff's in E flat.
A lot of stuff's in E flat. If it sounds cool, chances are E flat or even D. Like Motley Crue, Tuned to D. And he uses, yeah, because you play your bass 6, so you use a 9 through 90, or a 24 through 94. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Hi, everyone's saying goodbye to Guitar Girl. Eddie Van Haskell says 10 through 46 sometimes replace the 10 with an 11. Yeah, well, I use the 9 through 46, which is essentially what your E, A, and D strings are from a set of 10s, and then your G, B, and E are from a set of 9s. Yeah. Because I do a lot of G string full step bends, and I need that slinky string. So I always know when I pick up his guitar by mistake. Go to do a bend. Oh, nope. But playing with 11s will build up your finger strength tremendously. Well, I used the same gauge as him for a number of years, and then it wasn't until I switched back to playing the Telecaster that I went back to 9s.
If you have any wrist problems at all, like carpal tunnel or tendinitis or something like that, it's the absolute worst thing you can do.
Speaking of which,
I, for example, have carpal tunnel, and I really shouldn't.
I don't have to wear a brace around my forearm anymore when we gig. I stopped. It finally, about 6 months ago, which is ironic because I swear I play less now than I was last year. Maybe it was overwork last year. That's why. But yeah, I'd have to wear either a wristband around my forearm, like a lot of guys do, or I have a full tensor bandage sleeve that I will wear. Yeah,
I probably should not play with 11s. I probably get a couple years more, maybe another decade of doing it before my body's just like, what the hell are you doing to us? No. As it is, I find it really difficult to play guitar early on a Saturday morning. My hands will go numb and I'll have to stop and be like, But I know if I went to my doctor, he's like, doctor, what's going on? And he'd be like, when do you find this irritates you? I'd be like, playing guitar. Like,
okay, Timothy uses 9 through 42s.
Well, you're either going to have to not play guitar or you're going to have to do something else. I'm like, I suppose I could use lighter strings.
No, I'm not going to Voodoo Rock Fest tomorrow. I'm probably going to be on Johnny Beane's show tomorrow night, Mayhem. I can't afford to go to a music festival. I'm stretched pretty thin since I got to cover cost of that. That's part of it. It's not free, folks. And I got one for him coming too. So, and we have NAMM coming. Speaking of which, we're going to NAMM. I saw people posting today that they're registering and getting plane tickets and such. So we are going. We do have a GoFundMe set up if you want to help us get there.
Yes, your generosity would be appreciated.
Or just buy some merch. Even better, get something in return. Which we should have some new designs coming out in a few weeks.
Yes.
I got some stuff in the works.
More stuff. Cool.
Speaking of which, I have a logo for you to design for the Canucks With Guitars community. Which is, it's basically our logo, but we add some extra stuff to it. Including the word community. Which I'll tell you off air.
We'll see what we can do, folks.
Yes.
I assure you.
Alright.
It'll be something you want to wear.
Yes. So, let's see here.
Work the ham cat into it somehow.
Drop D tuning. Talk about music. Awesome. Well, I think, that's pretty much that.
Yeah,
get back to that thing I showed you. Yes. You do that, Terry. Yeah, it's about that time. Excuse me. So, if you got insomnia, you still want to watch YouTube tonight, go watch EJ's Guitars after this. R2's on there, Jason Wade's on there, Scotty G's on there, and probably EJ will probably be on there too.
R2's on.
Always. So, you have anything to add, sir?
Oh, well, you're not going to be seeing me for the next few weeks, so...
Well, if we do a show next week, yeah, we should probably mention that schedule over the next couple of weeks. 1 week from tonight, we may go live, we may not, depending on Wi-Fi access and data access. We're going to be in the midst of the pre-wedding, I don't want to call it a bachelor party, but it's the bachelor party, which goes for 2 nights. So we may or may not go live. We might just go live 5-10 minutes and say hey or something like that. The following week, I will be. I've got a couple ideas for a co-host that night because you're still. Well, you'll just be getting back from your honeymoon, possibly as we go off air.
I'll be getting back from my honeymoon about like 9:30, 10 o'clock that night. So
that's not.
I will not be there.
So
that
yeah,
week as well.
and then we have a gig the next night.
And then I've got a gig the next night.
So yeah,
Come home, unpack, and then pack.
And then
PG back up full of lights and PA gear.
yes, fun stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do that this coming Sunday, 8 p.m. We have Shane from In the Blues coming back.
Groovy.
If you like Shane's stuff, tune in for that. If you don't like Shane, tune in anyways.
What the heck's wrong with you? What's not to like about Shane? He's awesome. That's fantastic. Super nice dude. Very, very knowledgeable, informative.
Terry says, bad beer, ugly strippers, and donaires. It's gonna rock.
Man, what are you doing? That sounds awesome. Where the hell are you going?
I think he's describing your bachelor.
Oh, hi. Like, hold on. That sounds like a really good time. What? Hook brother up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know how wild and crazy it'll be since I'm the only single guy that's going to be there.
A Kyle single.
Oh, yeah. Right. All right, so there's going to be 2 single guys.
There'll be 2 batches there.
Yeah. What's a donaire? It's like a gyro, but better.
Way better.
Well, I prefer gyros over donaires myself.
Yeah, donaire's way better. Way
But
better.
I get it.
It's like just like the gyro, but they've perfected it, and it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So there we go, folks.
It's delicious.
And on that note, there we go. EJ just went live. Jump over it. Tell them that Ben and Rich sent you.
Yeah, say hello. And
Yeah,
enjoy.
definitely. Say that we sent you over because that'll freak them out. And hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things. Good things will happen to you. You may even end up with a signature guitar. Who knows? So until next week, maybe. Or 2 weeks from now. Or Sunday. Or whenever. We'll see y'all. If you're new, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on your way out. Ring that bell so you'll get notified when we put out more content.
Take care, folks. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great one.